Wait though, like I knew somebody was gonna be mad, but y'all like big mad about this whole rice order thing, girl. You mad, girl? And out here coming at you with another video, and I'm gonna be honest, I really did not plan on doing a part 2 to stop using rice water because you're poisoning yourself slowly. I really did not plan on doing the part 2 till like a month after the video was posted. However, apparently it's getting up under some of y'all skin. Like, you mad, like y'all not even a little mad, y'all like big mad. So I guess I probably should have started like this. Not only am I a licensed cosmetologist, but I am also licensed in trichology, working on my PhD. Okay, so let's get that straight. And then thing number 2, the reason that I am so like animated when I talk is because my mother is one of 6 and my father was one of 12, and everybody had at least 2 children. So, you know, it's just a bunch of people. So if you're not loud, you are not heard. Plus, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, so that all goes into it. If you're a person that is very sensitive and you don't like that, then this may not be the channel for you. There are all types of channels here on YouTube. There are like sex channels and female touching channels and all that. Look, baby, I might not be the flavor or your favorite color in the rainbow, okay? Okay, so now that we have that together, let's talk. As a cosmetologist, I work on the hair shaft. So the hair that has already came out of your scalp. And as a trichologist, I am working with everything underneath the scalp. And like I said, one day, I will have my PhD in trichology and all of that. Now, trichology is the branch of dermatology that deals with the scientific study and the health of the hair and scalp, okay? So yeah, your girl don't just play in hair, okay? I have science to back me in everything that I say because I am a freaking nerd, okay? Just because I'm animated like this, just know that if I need to cut it on and off, I can. It is not an issue, okay? So if you are uncomfortable in any way at the level that I talk, then I apologize, but it's just the way that I talk. So if you sensitive, girl, oh well. 2 comments there reign supreme because truth be told, there's nothing anybody could do to negate what I said because it's scientifically proven, okay? Now, I want to start by saying that the majority of the response was so great. I am so happy that you guys were able to get something out of that rice water video. I am so glad that you guys were learning why things were happening. I saw so many comments from you guys telling me that you forgot that you had it in there, and then not even 72 hours later you go to open the top and it explodes everywhere. I'm gonna explain to you why that is. Now, let's address the first thing. The first thing is people were like, oh my God, there's arsenic in everything. There's arsenic in your water. As I told you guys in the video, but a lot of people didn't hear it because everybody was so ready to argue and to be on the defensive that most of you shut your ears and really didn't even allow the knowledge to sink in. Now, I never said don't use it. I just gave you the facts because people asked me, okay? Now, yes, there's arsenic in everything. I told you guys arsenic comes from the earth. It is not a man-made thing. As it comes from the earth, we are always having access to it, but it's not doing the type of harm that it will do to you if you are growing it yourself and purposely extracting that out of rice to make your hair grow. That comment goes hand in hand with the other one, and people are like, oh, you're a hypocrite because you color your hair and you relax your hair, but there's studies on that too. Let's be very, very clear. We use harmful chemicals all the time, but there are directions on the chemicals that you buy. Now, as it pertains to water and meat and things of that nature, that's why people like me are vegan/vegetarian, because I understand that there are harmful things in my food, and I've done things about that because those are things that I cannot control. I cannot control the pesticides and the different things that they give these animals before we consume them. However, I can control the natural pH balance of my hair and scalp with using chemicals. Now, the studies that you guys have seen that address damage and things of that nature as it pertains to relaxers on African American women and other women, different ethnic backgrounds that get relaxers, the studies that you guys have seen are from people who use those products incorrectly. If you do not base your scalp properly, or if you are scratching, or you have any abrasions or open pores, open follicles, or anything like that, and you apply a relaxer, absolutely. If you follow the directions by the book, you do not have the same type of damage with a relaxer internally get from using arsenic. From using authentic arsenic grown in your kitchen. You do not, because relaxers and color are made in labs. The people that you guys see that they're doing the studies with, honey, those are people who did not base properly. Absolutely, there are harmful, horrible things that can happen to your scalp if you do not use bleach or relaxer properly. For example, most people do not know that there is a difference between on the scalp bleach and off the scalp bleach. Most people don't even know how you can make 10 volume with 40 and 30 and things of that nature. There is a science behind it, and I don't care what anybody says. With relaxers and color, there is a way to neutralize it. I wish there was like a field cam in it, because literally I'm wearing my hair like this right now because like I told you guys in the video where you watch me color my hair, I wash my hair every week. I deep condition my hair every week. And when I colored this hair, you can go watch that video. I had a bond protector before any chemicals ever reach my hair. If you want to know what bonds and things like that, if you want me to go deeper into that portion of it, then I will, no problem. But I used a bond protector and reconstructor before I even began to style my hair, sweetheart. But when you guys are using rice water, you are growing arsenic in your home, and you have no idea what the pH level is, and you also have no way to control it. You don't know. And also, everybody wants to argue with it. It was one lady, it was actually multiple women like, oh, I've been using rose water, I've been using rice water, and my hair been growing, and this and that, so I would never stop using it, and whoop, it's bacteria and everything. Well, a lot of us, if you're a science nerd like me, then you've watched it, but maybe not. There's a show called Monsters Inside of Me. Okay, and Monsters Inside of Me is about parasites that seep into the human body and can live there undetected for years. There are parasites that can live within your brain for 20, 30 years plus, and sometimes you won't even know what's happening until a symptom pops up to where they're chewing on a specific nerve. I will have you know that I even looked up, because I already told you my certifications, so I know what happens to relaxers from the inside out. But every video that I watched on relaxers, with people talking about relaxers, there was a woman who left a piece of her hair in the relaxer for like 5 days, and it was like, oh, it disintegrated. And that's everybody's proof, because it's like millions of views, like 10 million, I think, and that's everybody's proof. Oh my god, relaxers are horrible. Of course. What the hell do you think is gonna happen to your hair if you leave it in relaxer for 5 days? So you guys are taking this information from people who are not licensed, and I didn't feel it necessary to drop my certifications, because I don't see really anybody that has any type of medical certification telling you guys to try rice water to begin with. So I didn't really think that I had to bring it up. We already talked about that. Y'all already let me know y'all really care about arsenic. It's arsenic in everything, and this and that. You are absolutely right. There is bacteria everywhere. There's bacteria here on me. We need bacteria. There's good and bad bacteria. However, there is also a bacteria that is very, very harmful for you, because bacteria that is not harmful for the human body most likely grows authentically and naturally around the human body, not in your kitchen. Okay, so that is not healthy. So understand, I didn't even want to get this graphic, but let's talk about it. Everybody who's like, oh, it's nothing wrong with it, I've been using it for years and nothing's happened. So go back and look at those comments. Go back and look at the comments, and you will notice there are hundreds of women saying that they used it and it smelled horrible, or they would go to open it and the top would fly off and the water would fly everywhere. Understand that when you are fermenting something in your home, you are growing live bacteria. Go watch one episode of Monsters Inside of Me. When you go watch Monsters Inside of Me, people are like, oh my God, I've been using it and my hair has been growing and it's been working. First of all, I can guarantee you, every person who is saying that it was working for them has high porosity hair. If you are a person with high porosity hair, it is going to feel amazing. You know why? Your cuticle is wide open, right? And when you are a person who has high porosity hair, you're lacking a lot of protein. And live organisms are protein, i.e. meat, beef, all of that stuff, be it a protein. So that bacteria is a live protein. So you open the cuticle, so your cuticle is literally just like this. So all of those live bacteria that are floating around just went inside of your hair follicle. Now, like I said, parasites can go undetected in your scalp, under your skin, in your brain, in your eye, anywhere for years. Undetected. Also, whenever they are there and they're growing, just like a cow, how we use a cow's feces and other animals' feces as a fertilizer, those parasites are fertilizers to your broken follicles that are really craving something. So all of those organisms that you've grown that are in that jar are now in your follicle. And they're feeding off of your scalp. I don't care what anybody says. Go watch one episode of Monsters Inside of Me. There was a girl who was on a farm picking, she was like, you know, picking crops and things of that nature, scratches her head, and there were parasites in the dirt, and she scratches her head, and the larva went into her scalp, okay, and lived there for 15 years. And then one day, she went out of town somewhere, and the sun, like she went out of the country, and it was somewhere tropical. I don't really remember, but it was so hot. It was like over 100 degrees, and she was always in the sun. And so the sun was irritating the parasite. And so the parasite started to wreak havoc into her body. And then they pulled out the larva, and it had laid thousands of eggs in her scalp. Understand, there is nothing to argue about. There are going to be people being negative on this too. It is what it is. There is nothing you guys can say to negate this. Whenever the people that this is working on, and the comments prove what I'm about to say, because the majority of the people on there are like, oh my God, yes, it was horrible. I used it and it made my hair break, this and this and that. Those are people that do not have high porosity hair. If you are a person with low porosity hair, it breaks it automatically because it's nothing but, it is arsenic and microorganisms that you are growing, okay? Somebody whose hair doesn't take protein well, it destroys their hair, because the parasite that you grew in there, it starts to attack the hair and it's trying to go in the hair shaft. That parasite is trying to go in the hair shaft. So if you are a person with low porosity hair, it cannot get into the hair shaft, but it's constantly pounding on it, trying to get inside. That's why if you have low porosity hair, it is being broken by the rice water parasite. That's what I'm calling it, okay? But if you are a person with high porosity hair, your cuticle is wide open, letting that parasite in. So you are constantly letting parasites into your body. That's what I mean when I say you're poisoning yourself slowly. So there's so many people that are like, oh girl, bye, I wish I would stop using it. My hair is growing. Absolutely, your hair is growing. Do your research. Those parasites are stimulating your follicle, and they're giving you the protein that you have needed, that you've been lacking, because there are live parasites that your open cuticle is receiving. We're not going to argue about it, you guys. It's a scientific fact. You guys are growing live microorganisms in that jar. And then the people that it's working for, you all have high porosity hair. You have a cuticle that's like this. This is how a high porosity cuticle looks. Those are microorganisms, you guys. And you're growing thousands of them in your kitchen. And then you're putting it in your hair, in your open cuticle. Baby, absolutely your hair feels beautiful. Because there are now thousands of microorganisms inside of your hair shaft, penetrating it with protein. So yes, your hair is growing like a weed, but you never know what's gonna happen. And I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody, but this is the truth. I'm not trying to freak anybody out, baby, but facts are facts. Go watch one episode of Monsters Inside of Me and you will see that there are people who have died from a parasite infecting their entire body for way less. Way less. It is so insane. It is so irresponsible for people to be growing rice water and growing microorganisms in their house. Rice, it's not rice water. The only reason that it's called rice water is because you use rice to initiate the fermentation. The rice is in the actual basket. And so everybody's like, oh my God, people eat rice. I will have you guys know, no, I do not. I really don't. I really do not eat rice. And if I do, it is soaked for like 2 days. And then still I don't. I cannot even tell you guys the last time that me or my family ate rice. You know, when I eat rice, it's cauliflower rice. I take cauliflower and I put it in a food processor, and the flavoring and things of that nature that I use make it taste like rice. I don't eat rice. Okay? So I did not make that video to say anything bad about any other influencer. When I tell you guys I move with tunnel vision and I don't worry about anybody but myself, that is exactly what I mean. So if any YouTuber or whatever is offended by anything that I had to say, then that is on you, baby girl, because nobody was talking about you. On God, there are only, I can name off right now the only YouTubers that I actually pay attention to. Makeup Shayla, because I'm a super duper fan and I got to do her hair before, girl, yes. And then Tierra J, Janae Mickles, is Deeper Than Hair, and Beauty Can Braid, and Janae Miller, I think. And I said Tierra J, right? So 7, that's it. If it's not them 7, I don't even know who you are. I swear to God. I swear before cheese and crackers. I swear to God. I put on my daddy ashes. I swear to God. I don't even remember your name. I promise to God. So I did not make that video about anybody to get up under anybody's skin. Those are full-fledged facts. So for everybody that has something to say, about the fact that I'm talking about this and I'm a hypocrite because I have a relaxer and my hair is colored, I will have you know I am licensed, and I am, like I said, I will one of these days, baby, I will have a PhD in trichology, okay, honey, up there with the dermatologists and stuff, okay, yes I will, okay, hello. If you want to keep growing baby parasites in your hair, girl, in your kitchen, and putting them in your hair, baby, you do so. But do not be mad at me because I am stating pure scientific fact. You guys can go and research everything that I just said and find it for a scientific fact. Do not take my word for it. Go research it yourself. And for everybody that's watching this, it's like, oh, forget you. All of the people that was calling me out of my name and like wishing death on me and stuff. Like, y'all use it, baby, use it. And if you guys got offended by what I said, I'm not gonna say I'm sorry, but I'm not. But girl, get your life. Because I was not talking about you like that. I wasn't talking about none of y'all specifically. I don't know none of y'all. And y'all don't know me. Because if y'all did, y'all wouldn't be talking about that. Because they used to call me Cha-Cha. And it wasn't because I could dance. All of you guys, I really, really want you guys, all jokes aside, I really want you to use your brain, not mine. Don't take my word for it. Go do the research yourself. Everything that I said can be researched. People were arguing like, oh, these are ancient traditions. You're absolutely right. They're ancient traditions for Asian women, not for African American women. Our follicles are 2 completely different sizes. Mind you, this was like BC. So you guys do not know what remedies they use. You don't know if they use anything to neutralize it. You don't know if they had any herbs to neutralize it. For everybody that's big on rice water, if y'all go and find something that is scientifically proven to neutralize the bacteria and to stop the harmful things that arsenic causes on your scalp, then baby, use them. But you cannot compare relaxers to arsenic water. You just cannot, baby girl. It doesn't matter what you say. You are growing arsenic and microbacteria in your kitchen today. Yes, you are. hope that that kind of addressed everything. If not, then I'm going to address it in the next video that I have coming up. So the video that I have coming up next is what proteins you guys can use to strengthen your hair, because there is nothing amazing about arsenic water. The rice is in the bowl. I'm gonna get some shirts made. The rice is in the bowl. That is arsenic water. Y'all can keep using it, but stop calling it rice water. The rice is in the bowl. That is arsenic water and microbacteria. Okay? Call it micro arsenic water. That's what you call it, because it's not rice water. The rice water is over there in the bowl. Okay? That's facts. The rice in the bowl. It ain't no rice in the rice water. It just starts to lump up. And then it's growing that microbacteria. You guys go on Amazon and invest. If you got the money to do it, go buy a microscope. And I bet money you gonna see stuff swimming around like, hey mama, come on, come in there so I can eat your cortex. Come on, so I can eat your, come on in there, girl, so I can go ahead and get into your sebaceous gland, girl. Girl, listen, okay, we can go into it. Please do not let the smooth taste fool you. Just, I'm a black woman, so my neck moves when I talk. Yes, it does, but I am very educated and I'm very well versed, and I am not bothered by any of the bitches and hoes that I got called. You guys seen some of the stuff, but YouTube is getting so big on bullying that most of the stuff YouTube takes down. I don't delete anybody's comments. If you see a comment that's there and then it's gone, it's because YouTube got wind of it and then deleted it. Okay? So I hope this video did something for somebody. I hope people aren't feeling like too many different types of ways, but this is what it is, okay? It's not rice water. It's arsenic water. I relax and color my hair because there are multiple ways that I can control my natural pH balance. There are multiple ways for me to keep my bonds linked together and more. Okay, the cancers and the different types of diseases that are caused because of relaxers are caused because the relaxers are used improperly, and that first and second layer of skin is being burned off because it was not based properly. So those chemicals are seeping into the bloodstream. Let's be very clear. I know exactly what I'm doing, and when you guys figure out how you can balance the natural pH balance of rice water, then do it. Until then, it is arsenic water with microorganisms growing in it that are getting larger and larger by the day, which is why they explode whenever the top is popped open, because they don't have any space and they're expanding and growing. If you're not doing so already, and if you're not mad, girl, from this video, girl, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and click that bell notification so you are notified every time I post a new video. And like, girl, y'all are crazy. Like, I'm not even reading those comments no more. I'm sorry if you guys go and leave a comment. I'm not gonna see it because I can't have nobody stealing my sunshine, because I am a human being and I can only be called so many B's and H's in a day. So I love you guys, and until my next video, bye girl. Oh yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's been like up here somewhere. I love you guys so much. Y'all see me with my blonde Jada Pickett and low down dirty shame vibes going on. But until next time, bye girl. Like, y'all be so mad. Like, y'all don't even know me. Girl, you don't know me, girl. Why you mad? What you mad for? What you crying for? What you want to fight for? You want to fight over some rice water? Y'all want to fight over arsenic water? Get you some alkaline water. Girl.